Hey everyone, it's Jeremy with Quiet Mind Yoga, and today we're focusing on stretching the core. And it'll be a shorter practice and really simple. You'll need 2 blocks for this, and we'll just get right into it. So you have 1 block at the highest setting at the back of your mat, 1 block at the middle setting. We've done this before. You've probably done this before. It's a reclined fish pose or a passive back bend, and you'll have this lower block below your shoulder blades or somewhere on the back that feels good and supported, and then 1 block under the head, the occipital ridge, that little bone that sticks out, you can feel at the back of the head, so that you're supported by the blocks. You don't have to do anything to be in this shape, and you're held there. So there's a gentle lengthening of the abdominal wall here. So the transverse abdominals underneath the rectus abdominals, the six-pack muscles we all know, and just resting here in this, just being held in the position. We'll do a little more active stretching of the core, but stay here for a little bit here, letting the body just passively, gently lengthen these often tense, contracted tissues in the body. Let your belly even expand and soften on the inhales and draw in on the exhales. So no effort to try to contract or hold the belly in, none of that today. If you start to feel digestion happening, a little bit of the peristalsis, that sort of pulsing wave motion of digestion in your stomach, that's really good. If your stomach makes sounds, even better. That's how we know you're getting into the parasympathetic nervous system response, the rest and digest mode of the body. It's where the healing occurs, when our body repairs itself, and when we feel safe enough to relax and let go of these deep, long-held tensions. It might feel good to take long exhales through the mouth, or not. Just normal breathing's fine too. Last couple of breaths here. And I apologize, I did forget to say to have a blanket for this practice. Yoga blanket, a blanket at home is good. Something similar in size to that. So if you don't have one nearby, go ahead and get it now. If you do have one nearby, you can just stay in this posture for a couple more breaths here. And we'll start to transition out. And grab your blanket. We'll take the yoga blanket and roll it up into a burrito. Not a hamburger, but a burrito. That's how I learned to fold in school. So we'll have this burrito shape. In the middle of the mat. No need for the blocks. and you'll basically be in a Sphinx pose on the blanket. So it's somewhere below the belly button, usually where I feel the most sensation with this. And basically, the thicker and denser that blanket is, the more intense this will be. If it's too much, you make that roll a little thinner and then come back to the shape. Tops of feet are down behind you, elbows down at first, right, just to give you some resistance to push away from that pain and intensity that might be there. It is for me sometimes. So if you can ease into it, you don't have to drop right into the most intense version. Even this high for me, I can feel quite a bit. So I don't need to go much further. If you do, just to demonstrate, I'll show you. You can just move your elbows out and rest and drop the weight into the belly. And again, exhales through the mouth might be really helpful here. So we've got the vagus nerve in there, longest nerve in the body. It has a huge impact on regulating our emotions and our nervous system. We've got the psoas muscles there connecting femurs to spine, often tense and contracted when we're in fight or flight response. And we've got digestion happening in there. We've got our organs. We've got the emotions of the umbilical cord and whatever was happening for your mom when you were a baby and all the stress and anxiety and tensions that may have been transmitted into your nervous system. Right, so a lot stored around this area. And of course, just the shame of never being fat or bloated, God forbid, right? Just, so we've always got to suck it in and hold it tense and hide our bellies. If you're like me, even went swimming with a shirt on until I was like maybe 15 or 16, just out of shame of my stomach, right? So I was a fat kid. So just noticing whatever's there. You might not have any of this. I might just be completely delusional and you might be done with this already. But if you're still here, stay with it, and hopefully I've distracted you from the intense, excruciating pain that is your lower belly. Slow, deep breaths. Breathe out through the mouth if the pain increases, if it feels uncomfortable. Long exhales through the mouth. And if you know me at all, I'm not saying to find pain in this, but the discomfort, the tension, the spots that need attention in your body might feel a little bit sharp. If it is actually painful and really sharp, don't do that. Just ease away from that. But if it's, there's some sensation, some information coming through here, that's good. That's what we're looking for. With your exhales, soften the lower belly. Right? You might even notice the shoulders soften, the whole spine, the back, the arms start to soften. As if this is like the center point of the whole body, and tension or relaxation radiates out from the center. Now you may want to move to a slightly different angle, a different spot on the belly, or you might just want to stay there. Sometimes the sensation moves a little bit. Sometimes you might feel a release of tension in one spot and then move on to another spot. Again, hearing, digestion, feeling, peristalsis, all good things. Doing less, totally underrated and okay as well. Much rather have a consistent small amount of the yoga than trying to do all of the yoga at once every now and then. So 20 minutes of belly releasing in a day is pretty damn good, I think. And if you do it consistently, maybe even just once every couple of weeks, having a practice like this, really good. You're going to see a lot more long-term benefits rather than trying to push this and get the most out of it in this one practice. And start to bring the hands in, elbows in, and move the blanket. Rest on just the belly now, feeling the difference, the effects of the posture. And then hands in under shoulders. Come back to hands and knees. Cat pose. Belly in, round the back. Belly in and in and in as far as it will go today. Drawing belly in. And then to a neutral spine, let all of that go. Drop the belly, belly drops. Cow pose, spine extends, belly drops, belly drops. Really let the belly go. Push it out even. Stick the belly out. Make it look big and fat. And then we'll go the other direction. Round the back. Cat pose. Suck the belly in. Draw it in. Other direction. Pull in. Neutral spine. Belly relaxed. And then cow pose. Drop the belly. Push it out. Fat belly. And then back to neutral belly. Come to seated. That's it for now. If you want to do more, redo the practice. It's great for the belly. Real simple, really sustainable, and really good thing to have in a regular practice. So thank you for sharing your practice today. Namaste.